Hello, everyone. Pam DuBois with Dream Real Estate TV. Today, I'm so grateful and excited to have with me Theresa Marie Agostinelli, and she's going to share with us some great information about mindset. She's got a new book coming out soon we're going to talk about, but she's a John Maxwell coach, speaker, and a licensed psychotherapist. I'm so grateful to have you on with me. Thank you so much for coming on. First, tell us a little bit about yourself, Theresa.
Hey, Pamela, thank you so much for having me today. I am so excited to be here. This is just such an honor. So, my name is Theresa Agostinelli. I'm from the Philadelphia area, born and raised in the Philadelphia area, youngest of four. So I grew up in a pretty large, loud Italian family and grew up with a lot of trauma and drama, which lends itself to who I am today and why I do what I love to do. And so growing up in the Philadelphia area, I had a great childhood, had a lot of friends, had a lot of fun, but had a lot of trauma and drama, which we can go into.
Okay. Oh my goodness. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about first is your book. You've got a book coming out soon. Tell us a little bit about the book.
Yeah, thank you. So I do have a book coming out. April 1st is the projected published date.
Okay.
And it's a book on mindset, and it's called The Grid System. It's a simple system and formula I created to help you audit and assess some things that might be holding you back and how to fix those issues and how to reset your brain, because it's a mindset book on how our subconscious downloads enough information by the time we're 2 or 3 or 4 years old that can keep us well into our adult years. And it's the framework for how we process money, relationships, career, spirituality, health and wellness, and a host of other things.
It pretty much, everything that we do is about mindset, and we don't realize how much of that is in our past, and more so, like you said, in our childhood, that it comes with us, coming into and getting back into that inner child and finding out what our childhood was like. So I can't wait to get your book. That's great. So talk to us about what you're doing currently right now. I know you're helping businesses and sales teams and things like that.
Yeah. So when I was 26 years old, I was married, and my husband died suddenly of a blood clot to the lung.
Oh, wow.
I was suddenly left a widow, a single mother. I had no job, few skills, little resources, and I lived in the middle of nowhere. And back in that time, they called us displaced housewives.
Oh, wow.
Displaced housewives, because society really didn't know what to do with us, I guess.
Yeah.
So I vowed that I would never be treated as a displaced person. And I wanted to further my education because I wanted to find out why I kept self-sabotaging. I wanted to find out why I couldn't reach a desired level of success that I wanted. So I delved into my education, my personal and professional development, and I was starting to learn, and the knowledge that I was getting was so exciting that I wanted everybody to know what I was learning.
Yeah.
So I decided that I wanted to help people in the situation that I had been in at one time. So fast forward many, many years later, after working in the corporate world and the mental health and wellness, I just didn't want to be on that hamster wheel. And I knew I deserved so much more. And I knew there was more in me.
Yeah.
And so I decided to take the leap and launch into my own private practice, which turned into my own coaching company.
Wow.
And so I help women and men too, who are in the 9-to-5 sector and want to branch out into their own company, open their own business, or start their own practice. So, some of the things that I learned along the way, made some mistakes along the way, and I just want to make sure people don't make those same mistakes, and that people get to do what they love to do and get paid what they're worth getting paid and work with the people that they love to work with. So that's what I'm doing. And that lends itself to the Grid System, my book that is getting published on how to get your mindset, pretty much rewire your brain. We can do
Yeah.
that. Science
Yeah.
has proven it. Studies, research has shown that you can rewire and refire your brain.
Right. Yeah. And you definitely can. So give us one tip about mindset and changing mindset that you would give someone. Let's say someone is actually stuck right now. What would your advice be to them?
My advice would be is to go back early on, because we are influenced by the time we're 2 or 3 or 4, like I had said earlier,
Mhm.
based on who those influencers are: your parents, your caregivers, schoolyard bullies, community leaders, political leaders.
Yeah.
And you can find that there's a link to how you were way, way back and how it's carried you this far, because you have subconsciously downloaded that information and it's become part of your life. And
Right.
so I help people, and I would suggest that you take the time to go back and look at those early influencers. What have they told you? How many of us have heard this? Money doesn't grow on trees.
Right.
Who
Yeah.
do you think you are? Why
Right.
can't you be like so and so? Those things stick with us.
Right.
And so I tell people to make sure that you can go back and get to the root of those things and
Mhm.
uncover them. And then you change those thought patterns. You replace them. And then you can replicate a whole new pattern of positive beliefs. And one quick technique that I would encourage is positive affirmations.
Okay.
Gratitude, meditation, and positive affirmations every
Yeah.
single day, every single day, every single day. And you can actually see a difference in the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you behave.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, I recently started journaling. I got into journaling and writing down, thoughts that, I come up with in the morning and think about in the morning, and as you're going through the day. But you're so right about gratitude. If you're feeling down or you're not feeling, you know, good that day, go back into the gratitude space, right?
Yeah,
And find something. There's always something to be grateful for, and your mindset just changes. So
yeah.
that's so important. But yeah, I like what you said about going back. So you're going back into your childhood. Someone, let's say you had a dad that was just very what is the word I'm looking for, where he was, always had to be right, you always had to get straight A's, you can't be wrong, you can't do your homework until you can't go outside to play until you finish your homework, stay inside, finish your homework, then you can go out to play. What kind of thoughts would you actually recommend for someone like that?
So I would call that, first of all, a parent who was very regimented, dominating, and
Hmm.
that can produce a perfectionist
Hmm.
mentality in many people. I've seen that over the years. I'm one of them. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've lived it, and you have got to work through that. And that's why I do mention gratitude, because gratitude really is the highest form of vibration.
Yeah.
And when you can tap into that gratitude and get a routine of gratitude, you can build on that and you can push away those negative thoughts and bring in a whole new way of looking at things. So you want to change your vibration, and you want to realize that the whole world isn't your dad or isn't your mom or isn't that teacher or
Yeah.
that caregiver. So that's why it's important to change your mindset, change your
Yeah.
brain, change your
Yeah.
mindset, change your brain, change your life. And that's
Yeah.
what I help people do.
Yeah. And as far as, let's say, how long does it take actually? So we've had this mindset from when we were 3, 4, way back when, right? How long do you think it actually would take for someone to actually change that pattern, to change that mindset of thinking that way?
It's really interesting because, for years and years, we've heard that you only need to change a habit. It takes 21 days.
Yeah.
Now, so that's changing. And I was just listening to something last night where the speaker was saying we should look for 100 days. Okay, 3 months, 4 months, because that's when it becomes a lifestyle. Now, I have seen that you can change a habit in 21 or 26 days, but 100 days, 90 days, that's a target, because that's when you will solidify those behaviors. And I can honestly tell you that when I started researching all of this mindset training, and I teach it now, I'm a student of my own mindset trainings.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that when I started practicing mindfulness, meditation, gratitude, in 4 days, I noticed a change. 4 days.
Wow.
You can notice a change in as little as 4 days for you to know that what you're doing is working. However, I would say let's give it 30, 60, 90 to 100 days so that it becomes part of your life.
Right.
And
right.
a pattern.
When it's a habit, make it a habit. It's a
Yeah.
habit, right? Wow. This is great information. We so appreciate you being here and sharing with us. Any other information you'd like to give before we actually go for the day?
Well, people can reach out to me. I have a 5-day free challenge coming up. So anyone can reach out for that. I have the link. You can click on that. It's 5 days. It's 1 hour, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's helping women and men who want to take the leap and ditch that 9 to 5 and start their own practice or their own business, open their own company. Because we hear so many times, no, you can't. No, you can't. Do you realize the average child hears the word no almost 400 times a day?
That's incredible. Wow. No, I did
so
not.
Times that by 365 days. So we are conditioned to hear the word and believe the word no.
Yeah.
So I want people to be able to do and be and have everything they were created for. And that's why I would love for anyone here who wants to join that. Just learn the way to get to your own practice, your own business, your own company, and don't be on that hamster wheel for the rest of your life if you don't have to. And I believe that we don't have to. And now more than ever, with the way things are, now more than ever, the playing field is wide open, and we are in a time of the great resignation. People are ditching their career. They're leaving their company. They're closing their building. They're closing their offices. So now more than ever, the playing field is wide open. That's what I'm going to leave with. People are saying, oh, COVID killed the economy. COVID killed the economy. I know people that became billionaires during COVID. I know people that invested, and now they're reaping great consequences. Great rewards. I know people that became millionaires by inventing something that was needed. It's all how you look at it. Right,
going back to mindset. It's all about mindset. But please share all your personal information, how one gets in touch with you if they're looking for you. And when is your, is it a masterclass that's coming up soon?
Yep. It's February 21st. It's a Monday, 12 o'clock Eastern. It's going to be on a Zoom recorded, but you'll get funneled into my private Facebook page. You'll be able to catch the replays. But you have to go ahead and sign up for it on the link. So we're gonna have a good time.
Okay. Thank you so much for being with us. We greatly appreciate this. You guys, please reach out to her. We're going to share the information with you, get it out there so you can actually sign up for her masterclass. And